uptown Charlotte. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
On the ready. Check white. Set.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Falcon defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
They go jet sweep here with Chark. On this one, may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Young on 3rd down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, here's Ritter. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Robinson will try to pick it up. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Ritter off the play fake. Going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working from the gun, Ritter. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter now. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The kick by Elliott is good. Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Panthers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Young now from the 50. He'll fight his man. Laviska Shenault. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Sanders with a carry on 1st down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Young. Open man right side is Rice. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Let's go. 97.
Sanders is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Once again with Sanders. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Yellow. Black swap.
Young takes it on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Bryce Young, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Dante Jackson picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. They can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from
Red, yellow. Blaster, 6. Cut.
Now Young. Connection made with Chenault. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're...
Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Godwin, the motion man. And he'll get an opportunity. Ryan London. Touchdown! Drake London from 21 yards away. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Elliott Good with a PAT. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A big play there for Carolina. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready.
Here is Young. Touchdown, Panthers. Darren Waller from 19 yards away. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, He knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's had just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Let's go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Following the interception, Young. Touchdown! Laviska Shenault from 10 yards out. And the Panthers add 6 to their lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready?
Back to throw, Ritter. Flush to his right. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Ready?
Ritter on 1st and 10. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he will reach reach the 8-yard line before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Okay, ready?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
On the ball.
Ritter to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. That throw by Young incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On the set.
3rd down and 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready up.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Drill 52. Yellow lining.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
22 middle. Cut.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Hey, go steal. Stay.
On 1st and 10, Young. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Trying. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. Wide open receiver complete.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
He's got it with the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. That's out quickly to London. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Let's go.
Ritter going to keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ritter keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup at 38. Worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
2nd and 9.
Trouble, 38. Zoom black. Set.
That's caught by Howard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Green Jack. Mega. Ready.
Young to throw it. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Ready.
Running right, here's Sanders. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Check. Opposite. Green. Check white. Set.
Sanders again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Panthers 42, Falcons 21.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Falcons. The been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On the double.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8.
Yellow. Zoom. Slice blue. Set.
Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be cleared right around the 34. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Now here's Young. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Blue striker. Claws red. Set cut.
Young now. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
On 2nd down, Young. That's going to be caught. It's Chenot. Touchdown, Panthers. LaVisca Chenot with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams? In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball. Ritter has it knocked down. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Check two. Hut, hut.
Young now after the fumble recovery. And they It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Let's go.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hut.
They'll drop to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Young on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Come on, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ready.
On first down, Ritter. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Ready.
First down. Here's Ritter. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, it's Ritter. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Hey, check mega.
Young here to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
3rd down, Young from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard too shy of the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Zerline good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Set, ready.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Ritter now on 2nd down. And caught by London. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready.
Ritter back to throw. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A final shot now for Ritter. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know,
and this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker. Yeah. Or, of course, in fantasy football world, these points mean a lot there.
Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the